Welcome back. Now that you have some teachers and coordinators on your site, you only need to populate your YAP site with some students. So let's get started on the YAP website. Once you're logged in, go ahead and click on the Students tab. You'll see an Add button and a green Import button. We'll start there. This is the quickest way to add all of your students in one go. You'll see a couple of templates here, and we're going to click on the Excel template, which may be the easiest for most people to use. Let's go ahead and open up that template where you'll see first and last name, email address, grade, class name, student ID, and gender, which is the only optional field. Here is a template that is already filled out with all of my students. Be sure to add class names as you want them to be listed in the Classes tab on your site. Notice that you can add multiple different teachers and their class lists within the same spreadsheet. There are a few other things that you may want to note. Be sure to double check that you have the correct names and email addresses of all students before you upload your list, and also make sure that you follow the same format for every student ID. In this example, we've used the student's first initial, a period, and their full last name. Finally, under gender, please note that you do not need to share the student's gender if you do not wish to. You can see here that I have left some fields blank, and I'm doing that to show you what will happen if you do this on your own uploaded class list. Now we'll go back to our YAP site, and we'll click on Choose File, and we will select the template that we just filled out. Click on the blue Import button. If you're seeing red at this point, it means that there are some errors in your uploaded class list. We have 3 separate issues here. Let's start with Katie. Katie has no grade and no class name. In fact, if you hover over grade and class name, a little label will pop up to tell you what is missing in that area. Meanwhile, Greg is missing an email address, which means that he won't be able to log into the system. On first glance, I can't find anything wrong with Joe's entry. If I hover over his information, I should get a clue in that little tag. It looks like Joe's email address is associated with another account. Let's check and see if we can find the problem. Hit Cancel, and then check your student list. Yep, it looks like Joe was added previously, so he can't be added again. Once you've located any problems on your class list, make the necessary changes and then upload your new class list. Here I'm trying it again, and bingo! I've got a class list without any red. Click on Confirm and Import Students. And there you have it. Your students are in the system. Now if you click on the Classes tab, you'll be able to see each of your newly added classes and all of the students within those classes. Teachers can even click on individual students in their class list and edit their profiles as necessary. This is also a good place to check student passwords if you need to offer students help logging in the future. Be sure to click Save if you make any changes to a student's profile. Next, we'll learn how to add students individually. Go back to your Students tab and click on the green Add button. Next, you'll be able to enter the student's class, their first name, last name, email address, grade, student ID, be sure to use that same format as used elsewhere, and if you wish, gender. As always, be sure to click Save. It looks like our student has been added successfully. Let's just verify that the student is there by clicking on Classes and the class that we just added that student to. Click on that Teacher's Students tab, and there he is. Our new student is just where he should be on Mr. Temple's class list. And now you have all of your students on your YAP site, and you're ready to go on to the next step. helping students log on to the site for the first time so that they can use the YAP.